We are Strike Fight Company and welcome to Fights in a Day, our second episode on this very wet day. We are fighting professionals and we love to fight.
We are trained professionals and we are using specialised weapons to create this fight scene, so please do not try this at home.
We have set ourselves a challenge to create a fight scene from start to finish in just 12 hours. Let's see how we do.
So, we don't actually know who is going to be our choreographer, who is going to operate our camera, and who our fighters are going to be. We're going to find out right now. First choice is who is going to be choreographer.
I don't get it.
You're hoping you don't get choreographer.
It's going to be you now, Adam.
It is random.
3, 2, 1. Adam is the choreographer.
Yes!
Okay, cool.
We are now going to choose our camera operator. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Esme.
Okay!
We now have our choreographer, we now have our camera operator, and we have our fighters. But the question is, what are we actually fighting with? And we are fighting with Broadsword.
Yes!
Okay. Do you know what? I think that's pretty perfect. Broadsword here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. We're going to do this.
Oh.
Get ready for some broadsword.
Okay, so that's the choreography, yeah?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
To the toilet!
Oh, not now, Anna. We're starting. It's 10:30. We're good to go. So 10:30 p.m. Fight scene has to be done and edited because that's what we did on the first week. So we now have to maintain that challenge. Good.
I feel pregnant. I now get what all the women out there are going through.
It's okay, what are you going to call
Well,
it? Oh!
Last week,
That is true.
which was literally me going, I want to wear a hat, and all of a sudden we were fighting over a hat. Now I know.
Jack's old storyline, which is
We're not doing the Princess Bride.
Battles didn't always happen literally with like 1,000 people here, 1,000 people here. Like you kind of had stragglers coming off the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, let's make you opposing forces, and you've straggled off, as you say, from a nearby battle.
It's die or
Can someone die?
be die. I was going to say kill or be killed, and then I went die or
Be
or
die.
be die.
How do you want this fight to go? Are we looking for brutal, fancy, what?
Yeah, I want to go brutal. I didn't really want to choreograph Broadsword, just because it's not my strongest weapon. Now that I'm here, I'm in the mood to make something epic.
Heather is like our own camp, and she is briefly without her weapon, so then it becomes a race. Can I get to her before she can get to her sword?
Cool. Close him down. Yeah, that takes you slightly off balance. Could the parry itself knock you back? Is she that strong and you're that knackered? Probably. Go for cleave him in twain. That knocks you back. Then you chase him. Okay.
Yeah.
You okay with that? Is that better?
Yeah, yeah.
Go to that bit. We'll do the first couple of moves, and then we'll work on a nice long drive. All right. It's almost a tactical. You're taking a few hits, and you can come back with one in a minute.
Might do a diagonal. This is the thing that I learned from Richard Ryan. For you guys who are interested in fight choreography and don't know who Richard Ryan is, look him up. He's an absolute legend. He did the fights for things like The Dark Knight. He did the fights for Troy. He taught me this trick. When you slash like this, the camera sees how far away it is really badly. So the trick to it is basically that you actually push the pommel towards essentially the target, and then once you're moved, I release. And ideally, they literally need to come that close.
Okay.
What am I
Yeah,
doing?
you're just avoiding that one. Again, you're too far back to shadow it.
Oh, okay.
Boom. Come with the cut to his left shoulder. Boom. Parry. 4, 5. You thwart out of the way. Dropping that then down in like a diagonal cut and.
So I'm up.
Yeah. Yeah, give that a big. I want this to really move. I want us to go down that shoulder. Other side. Go to the other side thigh. I'm not sure if this will work out. Can I be you real quick? I'm not sure if this will work.
You can try, sunshine.
You could try.
You're trying to. So I'm gonna lift me up and out there.
Yeah. Boom.
Ooh, that is actually quite tasty.
Yeah.
Where is my coffee? Where's my coffee? Guys, sorry to interrupt this genuinely important fight work, but I can see my coffee cup.
It might have rolled down the hill.
No.
Look down the hill.
Don't you antagonize, don't you do this to me.
There we go.
The mystery is solved.
Also side thigh. Grand development. Shunt. Okay, Heather, after you just shunted this way, just come straight back in. And when I said I wanted to be brutal, yeah.
I think it's just about knowing if I'm gonna not chop his head off.
Oh, that felt really close.
That looked very close.
But in a good way.
Can you do that whilst travelling forwards? Reverse that grip. You're trying to stab him in the back.
It's going to be a 2.
Huh?
Look how close she is.
Yeah.
I'm literally about to get screwed. Just pausing here.
Yeah, and Heather can still step in because we're going to make that clear. And that's when you can get a nice boot into his chest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Boom. Rolly, rolly, rolly. We'll make it non-contact. Yeah. And it'll all just be in your body and your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to look...
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm scared. That's what I'm doing. I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
I'm scared I'm gonna mess it all up.
Well, you look badass so far.
Like, what's her name? Xena Warrior Princess.
Yes.
Or whoever that is. Boudica. Boudica, that's what I meant.
Yeah, there we go.
Assuming you're still in this grip, having just slash boop, Josh is down on the ground. What do you want to do next?
If he's on the ground, I'd probably just come and try and stab him in the chest or something.
It's a bit more brutal. We've had some really nice near-death moments. I want some contact. I want some hurt. I want some pain. I want what I want. I don't know what I want.
What do you want?
I don't know what I want. What I really, really want. Josh, can I be you again? I'm gonna go on the. Okay, what I want to get to is Heather. If you could be left foot forward, I want to pommel to the knee, and then somehow they get up on my face as well. But then I feel like her sword would be in the way.
But she could like if I'm putting everything into a soft ground like sort of thing, it's going to bury itself a bit.
Am I allowed to kill you? Cool.
He's been like fighting this whole war, and he finally thought he got away from it, and he just wants to go home to his family, and then he dies. It's really sad, isn't it?
I am now much happier. I've made it brutal. I've broken knees. I have cut some throats as well. Action!
Yeah, they're not that strong.
Boom. Okay, and...
Come on.
I struggled with the choreography early on. Didn't really know what kind of feel I wanted. But then when I kind of got into it a bit more, I think I hit a bit of a stride.
So when I'm shooting this fight, I like it like quite in the fight. Like I don't like standing away from the fight and letting like almost watching it as an observer. I like being almost a part of the fight. So quite a lot of the time I'll go close and then come back out and close and out, and we'll kind of work like that really.
Here that needs clearing, any big sticks on the ground that we don't want people falling over. Yeet. That is a big bee.
That is, no, it's a wasp.
Oh, really? I'd rather die.
That is
Oh,
a
it
wasp.
might be a hornet, you know.
Deathly terrified of anything that flies.
I've got a problem.
What is your problem?
So because the sun's behind you, anything that's like this way, you're in complete shadow.
Super dark.
And then-
You want to be filming from this side, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and the shoulder shunt is like
Okay.
completely going to be in shadow.
Okay, can make that a normal 5 and shunt it that way.
And then I shouldered my
It
left.
should be a relatively simple fix. Just super quick. As soon as you've been shunted, you can almost use the energy. So go straight into that. Boom. Yeah. Whilst they're re-rehearsing the newly choreographed phrase 1, I wanted to fill you guys in on something I had a chat with them about earlier, which is about finding the moments in between the beats of the fight, as in what makes them go for a particular body part. Why do they choose a certain attack? Because it was kind of going a bit as if they did it because they had to, and I wanted to have that discussion and make them think about why they're attacking that side of the body, which can then lead to the next attack. So hopefully that should
Tell the story.
exactly. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell a story.
That's the one I want. Thank you guys.
That actually works. That works.
We have a...
That is the shot. That looks cool.
Yeah.
You kind of want like a super close up of like, you know that moment in movies when it's like slow mo and they're like spits going everywhere as they like slide underneath a sword. And
Josh is about to just throw himself down a hill. Boom.
And then I'll go down.
I thought he was going to do it.
I'm going over that
I thought he was going to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't do
So
it.
I go down.
Get a big hit. You're awkward footing on top of a hill. Just fall over and roll. My problem comes. Right, keep going. There.
Oh, why didn't you just lift the blade a bit?
Yeah, and why don't you get parried? Boom, you're still stumbling back. Boom, just make it one of them instead. I thrust here.
yes.
When this is the metal swords, as you can hear in the background, very exciting. It's going to be a couple of runs through with the metal, then we're going to chuck on some costume, see how that feels, then we're going to start shooting. Very exciting.
Okay.
So we've done all of our rehearsals with our metal swords, our costumes are on, we're just getting the rest of it prepped, ready to go, and we're about to start shooting. Are we happy?
Yeah, I've got
Josh
mud on my
muddied
face,
his
and
face
mud on
up.
my hands. I'm going method.
Heather, you alright over there?
Heather's camped out on her own. We're about to get going. Let's do
Woo! So this is the shot we're going for first, then Josh runs down, he runs across, then we can follow him here. Waiting for sound, aren't we?
it. Yeah, we're just getting the sound ready.
Yeah.
This is our lovely makeshift boom mic. You've got the shotgun mic that we normally clip to the camera with its little wire. We have a lovely Sony dictaphone and a shower pole, which is extendable, and then just lots of Gorilla Tape.
Cool.
This is indie filmmaking at its finest.
We unfortunately have some people cycling nearby and we have to stop for sound. You ready? I think we're clear. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I think that's a wrap, guys! Woo! Yar!
Yeah, we've got 27 minutes to move our cars.
Right,
so
let's go. Long day. One fight scene in a day. I think we've done some very good work. I am shattered, but yeah, Heather's back hurts. Adam's absolutely fine. Probably mentally exhausted, right?
Oh yeah, I'm fried.
Yeah.
Absolutely fried. I was worried through every shot there. Just thinking, is my card be any good?
Well,
I'm still worried because I still have absolutely no idea if the shots are able to make 1 million.
basically, it's now on my shoulders to find out.
Hello everyone! Hi! Hi. Okay, so once again we are here for episode 2. It's been 12 hours. Do we have a fight scene? Yes, we have a fight scene.
I don't know, John.
We do tell us. We have a fight scene. It is done. It is ready to go. Would you guys like to see it?
Yes, please. Nicely done.
Part 2.
That is great.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider hitting subscribe. It really helps us out. To see the fight scene we made, check out the link in the description. Thank you again, and see you next week.